Interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first. Anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He gets it to Humphries. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
These two teams all tied after 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the move. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. It's caught. Lockett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
Still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. Fights loose, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been
Still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. After the interception, here's Jackson looking for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff. Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get. This is taken at his 4. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 64 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this is incomplete. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Being chased out left. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone.
Y'all just saw that, bro. This nigga done quit. I would've quit too. 14, 42. Yeah. Oh, y'all wanna see my team? Let me show y'all my team right quick. It's the offense. This might draft, ain't it? You got the defense. Special team. That's about it. I got the mojo too. I'm in the stream when I lose. I'm trying to go to the championship round though.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Mariota on the screen. This is Coleman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Devin Hester, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but he still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
He wants it all for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Change your name.
Now throwing on 3rd.
All right. Who is it? DJ?
Here in the early going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter play.
Check 53. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man is Galladay. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Who is it? DJ?
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got Lockett. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Now flip this quickly out to Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, Jackson. And this one caught by Beasley. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
58, come on. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Devin Hester. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
From the 27, Jackson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl champs New Orleans and beat them. That big Marshawn Lynch run that we'll remember forever. Carolina's,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. After the sack on first down, Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
4 yards on the pickup. 50 seconds and 6 at the 31-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Play action now. Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden Land. And happy holidays to you and yours as well.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, however you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel bad about that because, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, have a holly jolly Christmas. Always puts me. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devin Hester, 47 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start the drive with Cook. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson now, operating from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can